right. I'm going to bring up our guest set and a special. The reason we're really here. He did a lot of time in prison, and that's why I love him. This guy hasn't been on stage in about 12 and a half years. So give it up for Bobby C. Are you having fun yet?
I'm having fun. This is wildly inappropriate. I recently got out of prison this morning, recently, which is, I think, the main reason. Thank you. You have no idea why I was in there, but thank you, I appreciate it. That's 12 years straight. Can you guys imagine? 11 years without sex. It was rough at the end. It was getting rough at the end. No, it was crazy. It was a long time. Woke up this morning, barely slept. I woke up at 3:30 and just been going. And I packed my shit up, drag it across the yard, take one look around at everything, process me out. And the day I'd been waiting for 12 years, I walk out the doors, and there's my mom, my dad, my girl, and legendary comedian Doug Stanhope. I guess that's what he does now. They said he's been waiting in the parking lot trolling for openers. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, this is crazy. Prison's crazy. Not for the reasons you think, though. I think most of you, 12 years, not a single rape. And I don't mean by me or of me, I mean period. And I was looking. It's a good thing, right? It's technically a good thing, I guess, that there's no rape in prison. It's bad PR, you know. But it's disorienting. It's the one thing I knew to expect from prison, and it wasn't there. So every time there's a commotion or a scuffle, I run over and eager part the crowd, hoping to see exposed flesh, erect members. Every time, stabbing. Bullshit. When I came to prison, you could say retard. On the inside, when I was in there, you couldn't say it no more. Now I think you can say it again. I think you say it again. And by you, I mean you guys. I've always been able to say it. I don't, because I was molested by a gentleman with mental handicap, right? That's how that works, right? Someone from a minority group offends you once and you get to shit on anybody from that group from then on out? Yeah, right. Yeah, it was the 80s, things were loose. I was a young Asian kid. We were hot back then, you know what I mean? I go to my buddy's house, and it was a totally different world than I ever knew. They smoked cigarettes. The parents had porn this high next to the toilet. And there he was, sitting in front of a giant TV screen, eating ketchup off a plate with 2 fingers. And I walk in the first time, and he looks at me, looks back at the TV, looks at me, looks back at the TV. He was watching Goonies, by the way. And I see the wheels turning in his head, and I'm a 5-year-old Asian kid. He looks at me and says, I'm not gonna do the voice, fuck you guys. I'm not doing the voice, but he said, I saw you on TV. And I look, first of all, racist. Second of all, I looked and it looked like me. But I saw you on TV too, bud. You're the one dragging the knife down the sail at the end and carrying chunk out of there. I know. You know what I mean? Needless to say, he was impressed. He was impressed. It wasn't that bad as far as motivations go. You know what I mean? On account of him being slow. I don't think it was a moral choice. You know what I mean? He couldn't, I think his hands, he couldn't get the Jordache buttons off my little trousers. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of groping and slobbering. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for it. It could have been worse. My mom's here, by the way. Mom? How could you? You know. No, but it did happen several times, which I was a smart Asian kid, and he wasn't the brightest, so whose fault was it, really? You know what I mean? It happened a couple times because they had a Nintendo, okay? And that princess wasn't going to save herself. You know what I mean? Mom, you remember that 1985 Christmas wish list? You should have done it. You should have done it. You should have forked it over, Mom. How dare you? Mm-hmm. Not a lot of Asians in prison. I'm a bit of a groundbreaker in that sense. I didn't know my real dad, my biological father. But he was a bit of a groundbreaker as well, I assume. You know, deadbeat Asian dad. But my mom remarried early, and she married an amazing guy. He's over here. Pops, how you doing? Love him. Never made me feel different. I was always his kid. But as I got older, I realized I should have had a little context. She married a Purple Heart recipient, war hero from the Vietnam War. Yes, a round of applause. But if I had known this and it was explained to me, I would have acted a little different probably. It would have explained some things, why he woke up in a panic every time I would jar him awake while he was sleeping. My chinky eyes peering over the bed, holding a baseball like a hand grenade. Hey, Dad, you want to play? Son of a bitch! I would have made a little more sense, you know. Never met my real dad. I tried to contact him once. It was a well thought out affair. My mom had printed out a list of 10 names from California. There's a lot of us out there. And his name is Juan Kim. So it's pretty popular name, I would assume. Pretty popular name. So I stuff it in a backpack, and this is when I'm spiraling. My life's going out of control. And I drink about half a fifth of gin, and then the other half of the fifth of gin. And I decide I'm going to dig this piece of paper out and give this son of a bitch a call. So I go down the list, and I start calling. Now, I mistook the time difference. Turns out it's 3 hours. I must have thought it was 14 hours. I don't know. It's very late, and I'm just getting call after call. The guy answers or the woman answers, and it's any variation of a shitty response. You know, hang up, don't call, broken English. I'm also not going to do the voice. Not going to do it. Anyways, I wouldn't even know how to do it. That's how un-Asian I am. But I get down to the end of the list, and I'm a mess. And a woman picks up, and she's groggy, and she hands the phone over. And the guy's a bit combative at first. And I end up crying, losing my shit, snot running down my face. And I'm telling the guy, listen, I'm just a kid trying to find his dad. I'm 23 at the time. Now, he has a heart, and he kind of talks me through this, right? And he says, first of all, don't call Korean households at midnight. Step one. And we go through it, and we kind of talk, and you know, he gives me some other advice. What was your dad's name? I tell him. Was it you? No, it's not me. All this other stuff, right? And we make it through, and I understand a little more about the context of it, and it's just not, you know, I end up getting off the phone with the guy and tell him thanks, and I hang up. And that was the first time I talked to my real dad. I know that when I got off the phone, that bastard wiped the sweat off his head, and he'd been dreading the call for some 23 years. And he held firm, and he got me. But what he doesn't know is I'm out of prison now, and I'm on his ass. I'm gonna find that son of a bitch, and he's gonna teach me how to do the voice. Listen, this is amazing. I came out here and just was gonna kind of freestyle it. It's been a long time. I've been locked up for a long time. Started a podcast while I was in there, like everyone does, and right? It's notes from the pen. Anybody? Anybody? Notes from the pen? Thank you. I met Doug along the way. Before that, one of my co-hosts fell out, and Doug picked the ball up and ran with it, and we did 30 episodes, and it was great. And we're both inappropriate assholes. So when I was getting out, he said, "You want to open?" said, "You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right." So listen, life is short, shit can happen, and I just want to get serious for a second. Appreciate the time you have, and appreciate the freedoms you got, however fleeting or strong they are now, because they're very important. And sometimes you don't appreciate it until the shit's gone. And it's just been a pleasure to be up here with you guys. I'm free. I'm going. We're doing this. Come see me at the merch table afterwards. Thank you, guys. I love you. Get up here, you motherfucker. Get up here, you son of a bitch. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You have 1 minute remaining. Now confess, you did it for the life insurance. Okay, never mind. Bobby Caldwell, you know from notes from thepen.com and our podcast and his podcast. Let's just address the elephant in the room. 12 years in prison. You just get out yesterday. You did a set last night. You killed. And you have a new love in your life.
I do.
That you finally get to see in person and touch and love in person.
Yes.
But found out that she's bleeding like a speared pig. That's what TMZ quoted. Bleeding like a speared pig.
Stuck pig, yeah.
Yeah. How do you want to go back in?
It's been 3 times, which I think is more times. I don't think I've had sex 3 times in under 24 hours before. And we're going to keep this impersonal. You know what I'm saying? But we kind of knew leading up, like about a month out, I was like, oh shit. Like the 7th. I get on the 7th. And I don't know exactly the psych, but it's not exactly 30 days. And right. And then she was like, once she was over, we kind of talked about it a little bit. But then when it started approaching, everyone was really stressed out about getting out, and she's got to drive up here from Florida. And she was in a mood a little bit a couple times. And I was like, how do I, so are you bringing anything else in your toiletries? Like, I didn't know how to like broach this subject of.
Yeah, you said you're trying to gauge her mood to see if it was
when I could ask how much, like, are you bleeding yet? It's totally unrelated. I want to make sure you're not iron deficient or something, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It was totally unrelated, not anything about, because we just, but then it gets weird where, you have this whole thing you're expecting. I've been expecting it for 12 years, you for like 3 or 4, you know what I mean? And ultimately you get to a point where before I get out, like, listen, we can joke about this and everything, but I want you to be comfortable. So don't think like the moment you get out, like we gotta go fuck and like, The Shining. It's like a recreation of The Shining.
We met up in McDonald's because it was the only thing around that was like that you could
open.
Yeah, they had one breakfast joint near the prison, and it was so fucking small. And there was 11 people there, so we met up in a McDonald's, and I thought
had a sign
you
that
might
said no loitering.
go immediately. Immediately, I thought you might go to the toilet together.
Yeah, no, we almost had our own little VIP section in McDonald's, which I don't know, it's kind of an oxymoron, but we were all there. The whole day was simultaneously entirely inappropriate, right? Like it's not like I did a year or 2. I did a life-destroying bit, and
you did 28 to 31 to 45. I don't know.
I don't remember exactly what the month's worth, but
it was the best times of my life, is what you missed.
Of your life,
your age, yeah. Those are the best years of my life. Was early 30s to
Yeah, I got locked up when I was 33.
33.
And my buddy
he got locked up when he was like 16 or 17, named Justin Monson, great author, and we were in cubes towards the end there in the same bunk area, and he'd been locked up since he was a teenager, and he gets out in a year and a half, and he's gonna be 36. And I told him I got locked up when I was 33, and I said, listen, I know this sounds like you think I might just be placating you or saying this, but the early 30s, like I really was like feeling, aside from the disastrous, life-destroying mental spiral I went down, losing my insurance and trying to kill myself, before that, the early 30s were like a sweet spot. You know what I mean? Where you're like, you have enough history, you kind of know yourself enough, your body's still working intact and stuff. So I told him, you're gonna be 36, but you're gonna be getting out at a good time. I'm getting out, and I look young for my age, but I'm now counting the 12.
Half young.
I'm half young.
It's half Asian.
Half young. Right. But yeah, the amount of time I think I have viably, quote unquote, left is like similar to the 12. So like 12 years, like trying to get through that. Now I'm kind of looking like I kind of only got about 12 more years of being free, where it's like still kind of capable of doing stuff and shit, I feel like.
I saw you this morning, and
Look at us.
Yeah, exactly. Though you're proof of like what I'm saying. No.
But we didn't get the vacation in prison.
Right.
Take it easy.
Right. No smoking, no drinking for 12 years. So
Yeah.
it helped out a little bit.
Yeah, no shit.
Maybe I'll live a little longer.
Yeah, we've aged with the booze.
I think the point we're making is go to prison young, like very young, and get out in your 30s.
And take care of your skin while you're there.
moisturize. Yeah, last night, you get out yesterday morning, and you were fucking just radiant and gleeful, and then, because you went right from there to check in and then get to the show. You get out, it's 7, 8 a.m., and then we did a 8 p.m. show, and the difference in your face from being fucking a McDonald's fucking playground party to, oh fuck, I gotta go on stage, was just so.
And people that like, that always makes it a little, when you know the audience.
Yeah,
you had I don't know how many people like you actually knew or were just fans of yours, or just knew you.
Not the guy who was sitting in front.
Yeah, that guy was a fan of nobody, apparently.
No, he liked me.
He did like Doug, but he didn't like Doug at the beginning. He waited for, I think the moment you said libtard, he was like fully locked in. He was like, this is my guy.
Yeah, he locked onto that.
Yeah.
Today we're at this fucking. This is an absolutely magnificent spot.
It reminds me a lot of Caddyshack.
In The Shining.
Meets the Swiss Alps to some degree.
Yeah, the Overlook Hotel from The Shining meets Caddyshack.
I could see where if the weather was a certain way, it would be very grim around here.
And yeah, nobody's in this. It's the Otsego Resort in Gaylord, Michigan, and. We were going to get an Airbnb, and then I found this place, and the pictures didn't live up to it. I thought it was still going to be a tiny place that maybe the restaurant's open, maybe it's not. This is a fucking huge golf course, ski resort thing, and it's fucking empty.
Beautiful.
I know.
I went from a 12-year prison sentence, and if you do more than, these are like nuances that you don't understand unless you've been to prison, but in Michigan, if you do more than, I think it's 7 years, you have to go to a maximum security prison, no matter what. It doesn't matter, and you have to stay there for at least 3 years, or either 3 years until you're under a certain amount. I had 12, so I was going to stay there for at least 3 years. It doesn't matter how good you are, how much trouble you stay out of. It's the dumbest fucking thing ever, because you're in level 4 with a bunch of gangsters and killers, and you have a bunch
people with neck tattoos.
People with neck tattoos, ambiguously ethnic-looking weirdos. Maybe they're Asian, maybe they're Mexican. You don't know, And so I fit in that sense, you know what I mean? I made it, but you go from that and then you work your way down after years. This is how fucked up I was. 3 years in, I graduate. I'm allowed to go to level 2, medium security prison, where you have your own key to your cell. And until count time, you get to go in and out. You got a bunkie, there's a bunch of people in the day room, you get yards. When you're in level 4, you have 2 45-minute yards. You have to do everything in there, right? 2 different times during the day. And so I finally get down to the 3-year point where I'm eligible, and they say, "Hey, we're gonna send you to."
Hang on, Bingo. Go turn off your phone and grab my phone because we got to call Twyman.
Was that my phone?
Yeah, that was your farting. That was her fart ringtone. He just tried to. But he'll get it.
He's good.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I get to the point, like a lot of people there are really like, can't wait to get to a medium security prison. Well, I have a locked account, meaning I have to spend money on other people's accounts because anything I get over 50, the state takes. So I order a cheap Foot Locker in my bunkie's name. And they say, hey, you're level 2 eligible. I'm in maximum security. Stabbings every day, slashings was the big thing. They had to take razor blades away because everyone was getting slashed. And I said, well, hold on a minute. I ordered a Foot Locker, so give me a couple more months until this thing gets here. You know what I mean? So I stayed there an extra couple months so I could get this Foot Locker. Get the Foot Locker, go to level 2. There's this whole thing, dust up, get rode out to another level 2.
Wait, hang on. You had a dust up.
I was affiliated with an organization on the inside, and the organization had a dust up. They said that this isn't funny stuff, by the way. I know it's not.
Don't worry, Twyman will make it all okay.
They said that there was a JPay, the electronic little email thing, that someone had put a hit out on an officer. Which wasn't true. No, they didn't. And so the officer is like tearing my shit up, like every day, flipping everything upside down. They don't take anything, so technically, and just every paper on the floor and all that stuff. And the counselor is like, listen, this isn't going to stop them to ride you out. So I wasn't there that long. They ride me out. And the point is the Foot Locker gets taken 2 months later anyways, because I get rode into a new joint and it's not mine. So they yank the Foot Locker. And my point is I went from all this nonsense for 12 years and I get out, and aside from the McDonald's thing, we come here and we have a whole resort, like unbelievable, like just a bunch of degenerates and this massive resort in this beautiful place.
I don't know.
There's a Foot Locker.
Was it your uncle's girlfriend?
What are you guys doing with this suitcase right here?
Your uncle's girlfriend is a woman of a certain age.
Yeah.
And she said, I said, they told us we have this whole place to ourselves. There's no one else here when they pulled up. And she goes, well, it's a good thing we're not in our 20s or 30s or there'd be a lot of trouble. I said, we can be. We can be that age.
Right.
And then she almost fell down the stairs. But hang on, let's get Twyman out of the way so I don't forget.
Are you familiar with Twyman?
Yeah, I am. I think I've spoken to him before on the phone.
He's still our record sales girl, or salesperson. But that was a hot night. He rode the streak.
He worked merch for us once.
Yeah.
Twyman, if you don't know, Twyman, mental illness, whatever his diagnosis is, he killed his mother in a psychotic state, thinking she was trying to hurt the family, whatever.
She probably was.
But he might be right. Yeah, what if he's right?
Well, like, we don't know.
But now he was like, sending me pictures.
Wait,
oh God, you're there.
He was going to be on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he actually got on the set of Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah.
We did a podcast. It was a two-parter. One with Shane Gillis right after he got fired from Saturday Night Live, and then with Twyman in the mental institution, who thought Lorne Michaels was sending him psychic messages to be on Saturday Night, and we titled it "So You Want to Be on Saturday Night Live." Right. It was 2 parts. So we're Twyman, since he knows Bobby's out. Hey, if Bobby needs someone to talk to, or just tell him this, and giving him advice, find a therapist, take your time, take it easy.
What's your comedy advice to Twyman?
If you need anyone to talk to,
What did you tell Twyman about comedy? Because he does.
Oh, I've told him he's horrible. Don't
Yeah.
do that to people. I've never seen worse comedy.
What you did to your mother pales in comparison.
I didn't
to
say
What
that.
you do to the audience on a nightly basis.
You're fucking.
and he's back to doing it.
With it.
Like he got not guilty for reasons of insanity, so he did, I guess, 6 or 8 years of mental institution time.
Sling blade than you were in more Shawshank. It sounds like.
So he texted me today, hey, I really need advice on something. Can I talk to you? And I go, let's save this for
save
Bobby,
it.
because he wanted to give you advice.
About stand-up, right? Was it?
No,
Okay.
just
About
life
about
advice.
Getting out and how to
Yeah.
pace yourself and take your time. If you want to go to Austin and do Kill Tony together,
So like
he'll
link
go
up.
with
We're
you.
gonna do it.
I don't want to goof on Twyman, but I want to hear.
I remember being very jealous of Twyman early on when I learned of him because
Well, he is our number
we're-
one sales girl.
Should,
listen,
like this, sound wise.
Was it?
How are you?
How are you?
Shit. The judge still hasn't approved my apartment, but they're letting me stay for 48 hours in my apartment until
Wait,
it gets
starting
approved.
when?
Okay, hang on. I gotta let you know you're on the podcast with Andy and Bobby.
Okay.
So, don't say anything that will incriminate you.
No,
But-
I'm just being patient.
So you got into an apartment that was subsidized.
Well, it's a housing voucher that they give you.
I got one for
mentally
Goodwill
ill
today.
people.
All right,
Severely mentally ill people.
but so they let you into the apartment, but now they're giving you 48 hours to get the fuck out.
It's probably not approved.
No. It all has to be approved by the courts,
Yep.
so that's what they're doing now.
It doesn't meet the requirements. They have these weird stipulations on everything.
See, Bobby knows how this shit
He just
works.
got out. He knows.
I just got out. I know. Let me tell you
all-
something.
Is that Bobby?
Yeah, that's Bobby.
Bobby, how the hell are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I was glad to hear from you. I
Yes,
think we're in somewhat the same boat. You know, we
Yeah,
experienced some of the
definitely.
same stuff, aside
Correct.
from the mom.
Not the 3 times in a 24-hour period, probably.
Have you ever had sex 3 times in a 24-hour span, Twyman? That's a no?
I've only done it once. I mean, in one night, one time when I was a young man in San Angelo, Texas. Have you ever fucked 3 times in 24 hours, Twyman?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
All right.
Better
well,
man than me.
Yeah, it's
We'll have to look at
I'll
the
spend the
40
rest of my life catching up to Twyman.
Yeah. No, you'll be all right. Believe me.
all right. So you had advice for Bobby.
Yes, I did. Basically, I was saying because I was institutionalized for a little over 8 years. I know you were institutionalized for a lot longer, so believe me,
A full college.
8 years versus what you did is incredible that you were able to persevere. But what's happened to me is that the institutionalization doesn't go away, and it fucks with your brain a little bit.
Right.
So just be patient and take baby steps and do what you think is best, but don't overdo it in most cases because you want to experience everything so quickly because you've been locked up for so long.
Well, he just fucked this girl 3 times in 24 hours
On her
on
period.
the rag.
Yeah.
But
So I guess he's overdoing it.
Yeah, the sheets would say,
Yeah.
there's no maids in here either. We're like, how are we going to... First of all, how are we going to explain this amount of blood without
that's
catching
why
another
they have
case?
the thing about not stealing the sheets.
Second of all,
and Bobby
she's
was worried-
here. It's not true. It's totally true.
Bobby said, yeah, if they see the sheets, I could get
Another life bit. I'll wind back up on the inside. That's enough DNA evidence. Where's she at? We need to...
well, I'm extremely proud of you and happy for you. You are a
Thank you.
deserving human being for this opportunity of freedom. And I expect nothing but great things from you. And if you ever need anything from me, just to bounce off, I'm not the most sane person in the world. Stanhope knows that, but I can be of
I can
service
vouch
to you in
for
any
him.
way possible.
I appreciate that. Bart.
I vouch for your sanity. It's your stage time that worries me.
Yes, it always worries you.
No, I worry more for the audience.
Yes, so do I.
What do you got? What have you been working on? What material? What's your strongest material timing right now?
Well, it's not really. Most people are set up punchline.
Yeah.
I'm more set up and scream out the punchline that's not a punchline.
Okay.
In my brain, I think things are funny, and sometimes they translate very well, and then other times it takes people a while to get them.
Which one of the
If you're only funny to yourself, you can draw as many people as James Inman.
Yes, that is correct.
Which
And
one of
I
the-
miss that guy.
Hang on, Andy has a question.
Which one of the
Sure.
Joker characters in the movies are you most comedically like?
Well, what was his name?
Heath Ledger?
Joaquin Phoenix. He's
Yes.
you're leading the witness,
well-
Your Honor. You're leading
Yes.
the witness. All right.
So I'm more bombastic. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we could throw a clip in here from YouTube.
Maybe he
Yeah,
could have that.
I got my chicken tender joke that came out of my mouth just from rehearsing it in the car. That's the best part.
Do you want to do it live, or should we find it on YouTube?
I can send it to you. Do you want it via email, or do you want it?
Everyone here is saying live.
Do the
Bingo's
bit.
saying live.
Do the bit. Do the
Wait,
bit.
Hang on, let me give you a proper introduction.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, straight from
The
NGRI, back into society and back on stage at a Funny Bone near you, open mic, coming up 17th in the list. James Twyman. Woo! Do the chicken tenders bit.
Oh man.
You know, there's not much honesty that comes out of my mouth. But I found a pussy hair in my goddamn chicken tenders. And I'm a man. And a man always eats chicken tenders with a pussy hair. I fucked it up.
No, you're going strong.
no.
You're going strong.
I'm with the.
You caught me off guard. I can do it now.
Yeah.
All right,
Reset.
One more bit.
No. Hey,
One more bit.
Give him a better intro, and then just give him this next comic's doing a guest spot.
All right, this next comic is James Twyman 2.0.
Yeah. He's grown a lot.
Eric, give him a round of applause. Woo!
Twyman 2. Let's go, buddy. You got this.
Has anyone here ever had an onion ring before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell if you have a good onion ring or not.
How?
You can stick the tip of your penis through the onion ring hole without getting crust on your mushroom. That shit's a good onion ring. Unfortunately, my philosophy doesn't bode well for the Burger King onion ring, because Burger King onion rings are as tight as an asshole.
Sorry, we played a laugh track right there.
I need all the left tracks I can get, Stanhope. And bingo. I love you. I just wanted to say that.
We love you. We're going back to the podcast. If you really needed advice about anything else, wait a couple days. We fly home tomorrow. I'll be back at Bisbee Friday. We love you.
Okay.
Love you,
Love you, Twyman.
And I will see you all later.
Good luck, bud.
Bye-bye, babe.
All right,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow.
He's not afraid to tell those kind of jokes.
He's not.
He's got
He's
a perseverance.
confidence.
This is what happens when
He's
people.
bombastic about pubic hairs on chicken tenders. I get it.
This is what happens when people on like Reddit or whatever say, "Oh, my advice to new comics: get all the stage time you can get." Well, you're talking to 99% him.
I get as much stage time as like on my deck. If him at open mic could be me and my deck, I just hear crickets. Like he could do his material too, the backyard. And
Oh,
get the
yeah,
same response.
I don't want to be like a
But
dick
you know what I
or
kept
abuse him, but like Bobby's like a guy that's rational. He's a smart dude that knows what the fuck he's doing. And you went up after fucking 12 years of talking to shitheads and had a fucking great set.
Yeah, that was, like I said, the whole day was, we share a lot of, the same type of absurd shit makes us laugh, you and I. You know what I mean? That's one of the things we bonded on, Andy as well. And I think the absurdity of getting right out, doing time to doing time.
Yeah.
Just some wordplay joke. We're like, let's do it.
It's worth it for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
once you get the title to an album, then
you kind of got to do it.
Yeah.
So
Dumb it down.
I committed to it, right? We've done podcasts together before and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Like, absolutely. Now, I've grown accustomed to doing podcasts on a phone, on a prison yard, which is distracting enough, but I'm just on the phone.
With people in line behind you?
People in line, arguments and all that.
What the fuck?
But there is a safety to...
Get to the joke, man.
This is why the prison phone calls, this are 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is about the amount of time I did last night, I believe. That's all I got. I got 15 minutes of decent phone call material, and it's one of the reasons Stanhope says he always picks up when I call, right?
Yep.
And even like after we became...
Here's what's happened in 12 years.
Q.
Absolutely, I'm here and ready to help. If you've got any questions or anything, you got it. Just let me know what you need, and I'll jump right in.
You forgot your Q. The Q.
Oh, gotcha. My bad. I must have missed that cue.
Fucking idiot.
Thanks for the reminder. Let me know what you need next, and I'll be right
No,
back.
the Q is you have 1 minute remaining.
Got it. All right, I'll do that next time you give me the cue. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
The lady on the prison phone is better.
Sure, what her name
The
is.
lady on the prison phone's better.
What's her
Hey, Bingo?
Oh, man.
Bingo?
They had a Saturday Night Live where South Park. where
Nah,
he's
come
doing the whole
on.
thing. I didn't know that's what it actually sounded like.
I
don't know how to use phones, by the way.
Yeah, they use the same one, I think. Doug looked it up.
Hey, what's your name?
You can call me Bingo. I'm here to help and keep things fun. Let me know what you need, and I've got your back.
So gross.
How dare you?
What does she eat?
That is so gross.
What does
honey.
Bingo eat?
Just tell.
What did you name your potato, Bingo?
Tell her you're Bingo.
You're Bingo.
Well,
What?
Say, no, I'm Bingo.
No, I'm Bingo.
yes.
Haha, exactly. I'm definitely Bingo, and I'm here to keep the laughs coming.
Sycophant. This bitch
All right.
is a
That
sycophant.
shit is sick.
She's yeah, but she doesn't listen very well. 'Cause
Well,
he told
no,
her-
I had the queued up. If there was an offstage mic, all
Yeah.
the prison phone calls after 15 minutes of
Yeah.
your podcast, you have 1 minute remaining. And so I had her queued up to do that on a offstage mic at the end of your
That would've
set.
been perfect.
But there was no offstage mic. But it was ready, and I checked it today. I go Q, and she did. You have 1 minute remaining, and now.
She's getting.
But
She
yeah,
drinks
that
a little.
yeah.
And now you call it Bingo.
I
Well,
was
for tonight.
when I agreed to it though. It was like months ago. I think you were like, "What if we schedule a show and you open?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." That's without any idea of like
Hey.
where my head was going to be. I didn't give a shit. Where my head was going to be when I got out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've told you this before. I'm such a weirdo. Like, after every call I get off of, I'm like, I could have done better. Not just to him, to anybody. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of missed a couple moments there. So with you, I'd be extra harsh on myself. And then, you said one time, I always pick up for you because I know we got a hard out after 15 minutes,
Yeah.
And so it's easy to fill that time. But when I got out, I was super excited, ready to do it. But there were a couple moments where I'm like, a lot of it relies on me being in the right mental state, and I was fucking exhausted. By the time we got back up there to do the high lines,
High notes, yeah.
high notes, I was like drained. And I had a couple more.
But you were back there fucking scribbling fucking notes right before I was going back out. You were
Yeah.
with me in the wings.
Yeah.
Just fucking wailing away with a pencil or a crayon, whatever they let you out with.
Yeah, one of the fat child crayons was just big. That's why I only put one little bit on there because it's a bit. You have to hold it like this.
Yeah, I just wanted you out there. Like we told you ahead of time. We're gonna fucking throw this show, not in the toilet, but to the wind. We're never coming back to Gaylord, Michigan. What's that?
Well, I forget the last town we're in. Midland, the Dow Chemical town, right? Yeah, but that was a big show, and this one it's like I thought it was going to feel like a smaller.
The last two shows we did were like, all right, this is like garbage work, banquet hall things we would never work, and they were two of the best shows on this tour. Like the audiences were so appreciative, like that it was all right, and.
Are you talking about the show we just
Midland
did?
and Gaylord, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I was wondering to get your guys' take on like what you felt about it because I was pleased. I did better than it had been a long time. And even before, I was doing open mics here and there before I got locked up. I was writing a bunch of stuff, but I probably never did more than 5 minutes before I got out there. And so it was really fun. I did a little better than I thought I was gonna do. Like once I started getting in the groove and started catching, like realizing where this specific audience was and some of the shit, kind of exploited some of the self-racism on them. They like some of the Asian shit a little too much, by the way, kind of. But it was funny. I got out with the what wasn't even really gonna be my closer, but it was like one of the biggest laughs I got. So I'm like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I just want to watch these guys, and got out. And I was really, the crowd was really cool because there was you
had a fucking crowd there. I mean, when Mike Ball that put the show together, when he announced all our names, you got the biggest round of applause.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. There was, we got a show that's got where we lack in the amount of fans, we have like really fervent fans.
Yeah.
I think on a higher degree, you experience that as well. You know what I mean? But I didn't know there was actually a lot of people who were planned on coming, but shit was going on with the flights and someone got sick. So I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. So I shot the notes from the pin thing out there and got it. I was like, okay, there's enough in here to kind of float me. But I figured two things were going to happen. I was going out there, eat shit, and be like, I can't wait to get back on and get a good taste in my mouth. Insert joke from prison. Or I'm going to do all right and get addicted to it. And I can't wait to and that's what it was. I got off and was like, I had a buzz, and I was like...
That's why I knew that we had to bring up, even though you don't even know how the high notes, banter works, come back up. I told you, like, you're going to get off stage and go, oh, I forgot to say this and this and this. Throw it in. And you did.
Yeah.
You had shit that you forgot. Bingo's got a question.
Bobby,
question.
Tell them about your dad line that came out of nowhere.
The tagline? Well,
Don't make a guy do bits on a podcast.
No, don't do the bit. Just do you remember the
nothing's less
dad
funny than
line?
explaining. Well, yeah, so I was doing a bit, it started earlier about being arrested by a mentally handicapped gentleman, and why it allows me to say the word retard, even though I didn't say it.
Which for fans of Andy Andrist.
No, but it leads into it, right? Okay. So in it, I'm kind of quoting this moment where I'm like a 5-year-old and this mentally handicapped fella is like, I saw you on TV because of Goonies. And he says, I saw you on TV, and I say, I almost do the voice. I say, I'm not going to do the voice, you assholes. And then later I have a bit about tracking down my real dad who's Korean, and I got to another place where I got to imitate someone else's voice, and it's an Asian person's voice, and I say, I'm not going to do that voice either, which I didn't have it written like that. But at the end, when it comes back to, this guy I'm talking to isn't my dad, but he talks me down from crying and all this stuff, and he's like, it's going to be okay, don't call Korean households, blah, blah. The joke is I get off the phone, and I know that was my real dad, and he just dodged a bullet, and I'm going to track this fucker down because I'm out of prison and have him teach me to do the voice, the Korean voice, because I don't know how to do it.
Welcome to another episode of You Had to Be There.
It went exactly like that. No laughs. No. Yeah. So, but it was great. It was one of those moments that you do stand up and something just clicks in like a freestyle-y type way, and it was fun. The whole thing was really fun. And then I got to watch you.
Worried. I was watching you like worried about like the sound like a mic technique. Like, all right, he's not. You gotta sell that bit. Like, if you're gonna go quiet, you gotta get the mic closer. And I was missing half the bits just looking at like technique, which is really the hardest thing to learn. When you have like you're a naturally funny. Like Pryor said, if you can't be funny, be interesting, and you're both. So it's more when it gets on stage, it's more about like how to sell the bit.
Yeah.
Like Andy used to fucking do this thing that would make Chaley crazy, and he would hold the phone like a rapper. I mean the phone, the microphone, and he'd do this, and you fucking tell him to stop holding it like this. You can't. It's fucking up all the audio. So yes, shit like that I know you're funny.
Here's the crazy part though, right? So you and I were talking in the back, and he said this. He like sets you up so like the way he sets you up, you're like, I'd have to be a Twyman to like really mess this up. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, oh, beautiful. Doug's gonna go up there, do the thing. He's gonna sell me on it, hype him up, and he did, killed it. But halfway through it, I go, this is one of the funniest dudes this guy's a legend. I have to follow this prick now. He's fresh out the joint. This guy does, I'm just going to be out there for a second, does a solid 10. Solid 10. I'm forgetting what the fuck am I going to do? Calls me out there, but I said it to you. I'm like, I got to follow Stanhope. I haven't done a set in 12 years.
No, you get to say Stanhope opened for me.
Yeah, that's also a thing for sure. And yeah, it was wonderful. It was amazing. It was, like I said, wildly inappropriate, but right on brand for the two of us.
All right, so you get out for fucking Good Morning, Smiley, McDonald's breakfast. Then you have to go do your shit in Traverse and come up to the show. Then you get through the show, nerve-wracking. This morning, I woke up early and I went, because I know Andy likes to do things and I don't. Andy likes to go wander around through the forest and see elks. And I like to go to fucking get breakfast because I thought they were going to take the car. So I took the car, I went to breakfast, I come back and I see you in the doorway downstairs looking angry at a phone. And it's probably you trying to figure out how to use a fucking phone. I was
trying to text you.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I don't have no idea how to use these goddamn phones.
You didn't even look like you were happy to see me. You just looked angry at a phone, and you saw that I had my hands full and offered to bring my bag up, and I said, yeah, thank you. Yeah. And then you go, I'll see you later.
Yeah, I didn't need to text him anymore. I was happy about that.
We'll take you to the App Store.
She's been teaching me. I guess it's not cool to talk into the phone.
The funniest thing of the entire tour is Andy said, because we were talking about ways to fuck with you. And Andy said, let's say we're going to take him to the App Store where you can buy apps for your phone. Like it's an actual store.
I had an iPhone 4 when I got locked up. So I knew a little bit.
Yeah, That's still a funny joke.
It is.
So you can get 17 now.
I got a 16.
Oh,
year
nice.
old.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you still make some inappropriate texts.
Well, Jesus. Hey, for everyone who's getting out of prison and on a group text with your mom on it, maybe don't talk about illicit shit. Like very like braggadociously as well. Like, hey, now that the parents are gone, we're going to fuck some donkeys. What? Mom? Oh my God, this was a joke. You got me out of it.
Well,
hey, we're just, I knew. I was just kidding.
I know, but you thought you were kidding to me, but you're kidding to the entire fucking group thread who doesn't know you're kidding.
Right.
But yeah, like I had just assumed Ray would be taking care of all your fucking text messages.
She was driving. So I was doing all the stuff I'm not supposed to be doing.
But yeah, no, my question was like, because when I saw you in the morning, you were kind of surly, and I'm in the fucking kids. When you said, oh, we're going to breakfast here, I'm like, thank God I already ate, because your sister has 2 wild young children, like evil cannibal people.
Yeah.
I hate kids with every fucking just.
But in the morning, especially.
Even the nice little one you brought to breakfast with your at McDonald's. I'm like, oh fuck!
I was looking
kid.
out the window and I was just enjoying the leaves and shit. And then these kids come out and they start rolling down the bank.
Trying to eat
on
squirrels.
leaves. I'm like,
They
what
were
the fuck is
chasing
this
squirrels.
shit? Like, it's another fall scene. I could have been, oh, cool. But it's like, what the fuck are these little fuckers doing? Ruining my view.
You know what? Prison releases need more of children. That's what you bring a whole kindergarten crowd and show them what not
After
to do.
12
Uncle Bobby. Hey, yeah.
So I was so happy. But I knew that's your time with your family. Was there a fall off the next morning? You had one full day of all this shit. You had your show, and then the next morning, you still got family and fucking friends and kids and shit. Were you? Because you said, I'm going to sleep in, and I knew you weren't.
Right.
I knew you were going to fucking wake up early.
I woke up early. There's a part where it's like, being part of the circus, like joining the circus at 16 is great. Like, yeah, it's fucking gonna be awesome. And then you're smoking meth in an outhouse and you're like, your life's falling. There was some of that where I was like, I kind of just, it would be nice to like teleport to just like a single room with her and just not feeling responsible too for everyone. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you happy? Is everyone cool? There's so many different personalities. Not all of you guys know each other and have met each other.
The worst.
So I'm like, just getting out of prison, I can't figure out how to not text my mom inappropriate shit. And I'm like, also in the back of my mind, like, just trying to deal with, being in a room with more than like one or two other people and making sure all these people that I love individually and have separate relationships with are okay. And that was like the part where it was like some of it was like, I wish I just could crawl into a little.
And then all done in a crowded McDonald's or a small space.
Just the Death Valley parties, whatever party where where you're the pivot man, where they don't know each other, but they all know you. I would get on at football parties, Super Bowl parties. I'd get on a megaphone. If you see someone that no one's talking to, talk to them. Like, I don't want to be the guy that, like, I have to
dance.
Well, just to have to. Oh, you don't know them, and
right.
I fucking hate center of attention.
No, it was
except for comedy.
It was worth it. I hate center. Give me a microphone. Yeah, to be clear, I would do it every time again like this because the upsides, it's like just collecting weird stories, Hopefully it'll get me into heaven because the moral shit probably won't, but like just having a bunch of absurd stories, and this is one of them. So I would do it, it's worth it, but there were definitely, like you were asking, there were definitely moments where I was like, let me crawl. Has anyone got a cell I could go lay down in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a steel toilet. I can feel at home and kind of decompress.
Hawthorne Inn.
The most comfortable I felt, other than like some like brief moments on stage, was when you and I were in the backstage area waiting to go on because it's empty and it's just us.
Yeah.
And when everything else goes away, right? Like this was great. Like when we had to do the signing everything at the end and the merch tables and do all that stuff.
How'd you do in merch?
Did good. Signed a bunch of shit. Sold a bunch of shit.
I don't know. Twyman.
I don't know exactly what it was, but it was because I was surprised at how many people showed up specifically and flew across the country to see me, which I think is more of a comment on what they have going on in their lives. But I appreciate it and I love them, and it was humbling and met some cool people.
Nothing to do with you, Ray.
I drove. I didn't fly. I drove 2 days.
But that shit was really cool. But being back there with you two, this sounds like really corny and cliche, but it's true. Like the other bullshit kind of falls away, and you're just talking about comedy with someone.
Yeah.
And then everything else kind of. And those were my favorite. I told you about that. Being out back when the guy's trying to pitch you on a bit, out back and shit. And I turned.
Here's something you can use.
He was. Yeah. I'm glad Alex was out there because I turned to him right while he's like pitching you, and you're like, oh yeah, I think I think Bill Hicks did that. And I turn and I say, what the fuck? Don't you love that when amateurs come up and try to tell legends how to do their jobs? You know what I mean?
Wasn't an amateur even. He was just a guy
just
who thought of a thing.
Yeah. And he said, you can take it if you want and make millions. That's what he said.
Make
That's what he
millions?
said. And here's the bit, in case you guys want to make millions. He said, I got one for you. I've been waiting for this moment. I cornered Doug out back. He's smoking a cigarette. He just started it. It's American Spirit. They burn slow. He's like, I got this guy. I might be famous, is what the guy's thinking. Doug's taller than him because he's standing on thing leaning over, and he kind of tries to get a little relaxed. I got one for you, for free. You can have it for free. Instead of
worth every penny.
Instead of drafting young people to go to war, old people, right?
That's my off.
Right?
And I started to tell him, Andy,
Old people!
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then I tried to tell him Andy's bit, and then he's like, oh, no, wait.
I turn to Alex and get to narrate what's going on over my shoulder. I say, look at this fucker down here.
I know.
Anything else? You can just tell a plumber how to fix a toilet when you're done with this? What is happening?
But that was a bit that Ron White wanted to buy too, the 42.
Yeah.
About being 42 and you're ready to kill by that age.
Yeah.
It's basically that guy's confirming that would have been a good bit to sell to Ron White, because then he would have.
Well, Bill Hicks had the bit about old people as stunt men.
Put 'em in the movies.
Put him in the movie.
Crash test dummies.
Yeah, something like that.
Right. But it was.
Was he an absurdist?
I'm gonna go make a drink.
Yeah, I guess if I'm.
Are we doing a timeout?
Yeah, let's take a fucking break.
Let's take a timeout.
All right. Well, then.
A lot of these young comics now that just say a lot of bad things just to be edgy, and they call themselves like the outlaws of comedy. Me and Andy are like the in-laws of comedy, where we don't know if we're just irritating and overstaying our welcome. But tonight's show, you can say you were here for killers of comedy. Even if it was a heart attack due to a tramp stamp, all of us may or may not have killed someone tonight. We're going to do a new podcast called No, You Kill Tony, with actual murderers. All right.
So yeah, I spent the last month really unable to do reliable podcasting because the guy that I bought the last pin from, his eyes were about this far apart, and he looked like the neighbor scary guy from Home Alone, that would scare Kevin with the shoveling and shit. He's a old scary.
He cried while watching Home Alone 2 this last winter.
Yeah, I cried at 2 Home Alones in a row. My serotonin depletes.
Something.
What part got you? The whole thing?
They
forgot him. I don't even know he's gone.
I thought it had to do with the pigeon woman, but I thought her face was too
It's a
clean
mother
to be homeless.
issue. So that's when I stopped doing ecstasies. I cried at a Simpsons episode on the next day, down low after fucking MDMA, and something Marge Simpson said reminded me of my childhood, and I cried. I'm like, all right, is this worth the up for the down?
It's never worth it. It is in the moment, but then no. But the last guy I bought the pin from, he's slow. He's slow, loopy. He was in there for meth, shoveling the Macaulay Culkin's driveway or whatever.
Have you got a source for pens on the outside?
Do I need? I think I'm gonna need them.
I don't know.
But we buy you a calling card.
Those are 30 minutes. But the guy,
sorry,
I come back, and so you feel protective of the guy, right? You don't want him to get in trouble and you feel like a real piece of shit because you're only protecting him because I need his phone, right? Yeah. So this guy's not a dope fiend, but he's really slow and borrows shit, and I come back and there's this is a cube, so they're all half walls, and I'm about to go in the cube, and some goon is like standing there. They call it secure, and so if one of your buddies beating someone up, you have to make sure the cops aren't coming, no one's gonna jump in. So he's standing there, I know what it is. I look in, please don't be Kevin Macaulay Culker's neighbor. You know what I'm saying? It is, right? But I look in, and there's two guys above him. I'm back here. They're beating him up. They have him pinned like this, and his pants and underwear are up to his knees, and balls in asshole in this violent episode while I'm thinking about the phone. And I just go, really? No one is, this guy's balls are dancing the cha-cha over here, and all I can think about is the phone. Like, don't hurt him. Come on, Smith-O, get up. Don't hurt him too bad. They end up letting him go. It was over a hamburger. I swear to God, Smith, one of my other QBs.
Pickles, we've had the same fight. You don't put fucking pickles.
It was hamburger day, and he gave him the hamburger, but I guess he didn't like the way he gave it to him. He said, no, you didn't give me the hot dog. You didn't give me the hot dog last week. He said, I gave you the fucking hot dog. Fine. He takes the hamburger in front of the whole cafeteria, slams the hamburger with his bare shovel hand on the fucking here. And then the other guy's a gangbanger, so he's like, okay, that's it. That's the last hamburger you slap on my tray. Beat the balls and butthole out of this guy. All right? I break it up at a distance. Hey, COVID rules, back up. And he ends up saying, the guy who beats him up kind of regrets it, because I said, gee, he says, oh, I forgot. You're using his pin, Gino. I'm sorry. Tell him he can stay. Because usually if you beat someone up, get in a fight with someone, one of you it's like the Old West. One of us has got to go. Because it's a threat risk. You're going to fall asleep and someone's going to put their balls in your face or stab your eyes out.
Well, I fucking know the system.
You know the rules. It's for Andy.
We watch 60 Days In.
It's for Andy. Andy, let me tell you something. If you guys fight, one of you has to go.
By the way, do they show?
Many times as you,
do they show prison
outside.
shows in prison?
They absolutely do, and those prison shows are bullshit. They're absolutely bullshit.
Like 60 Days
not
In.
Naked and Afraid.
No, that's absolutely. There's more fucking than there is.
That's a hard show to watch anymore. I don't know why it was ever, but yeah. For
fucking
seasons.
Andy used to have this great bit about whatever. Was it not locked up abroad? It was before that.
What was
about the guy that fucking
Survivor Man, right? I think it was Survivor.
No, it's just something prison. Basic prison about the guy who if you jack off and you throw a spunk in a fucking guard.
Oh, yeah, webbing, right?
Webbing. Oh yeah, you know. You've been there. This guy's done it. They call it dressing out when you're in the hold and you piss and shit in a cup. And they don't.
Wait, yeah.
They call
what do we call that?
We call that sitting to pee and then ooh I shat.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's chemical warfare, and they'll wait for a guard or someone to go by and sling it on them.
I forget what the point of your bit was, but that's
everything
funny,
comes back to slinging shit here. So we're on.
Did you ever throw poop at anyone?
No, never threw poop at anyone. Never gunned anyone down. That's another thing in there. If you're in the hole or in level 4 max, it's so bizarre. And it happens enough that there's a term for it, gunning down. So the nurses have to come around and pass out Twymans, as they call them, pills for people.
Twymans?
No, they're psych pills. They have to come around and pass them around, right? And it's always nurses who are dressed in like general scrubs and stuff. So not the COs, because there's female COs there, but it's not as sexy as nurse scrubs, I guess. And so these guys will wait, get completely naked and wait, and they'll look, because there's little slits out. They're not really bars anymore. Okay, she's coming. And they take their pants off, and they assume whatever position is there, I don't know. And then they
hit back a little.
And wait until, and they want to make, I guess the goal is like.
Ron Jeremy was famous for being able to time his load exactly.
Maybe he learned it in there.
Ready?
These guys wait.
Count it down. 10, 9, 8.
Peter North.
Sorry, we're dating ourselves as a podcast.
I only know porn stars.
Porn people used to have
from
names.
The 90s. They were real heroes, too, like real celebrities.
Yeah, they weren't like stepmother does whatever. No, they had a name. They weren't just a.
And they had disgusting balls.
They weren't just a hyphen.
And it was only like 3 dudes. Most
Peter North, Ron Jeremy,
and
Buck something.
But oh man, the one who died. of AIDS.
John Holmes. Yeah.
John
yeah,
Holmes.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
let's
to John
raise a
Holmes?
glass to John Holmes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot in common with him.
He's white.
John Holmes.
R.I.P.
Probably both got
Yeah,
arrested for drunk driving.
Died in a hotel of a drug overdose. Well, now Andy's working towards it.
You could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Oh, it's easy.
You used to sketch porn for prison money.
Me?
Yeah, you drew pornography. No?
That was me.
That was you.
No. Weren't you known for being able to draw naked ladies and shit? Come on.
No, I swear to God.
There's
okay, let's, yeah, absolutely.
something
was.
close
No,
to
I
it.
drew no one could draw a clit like me. And I had dealt in, I was a smut peddler.
All right, that's what.
The pornography, I sent you some prison porn once.
All right.
In the mail, but it wasn't drawn. Maybe it was so shitty it looked drawn. So porn's illegal in prison. So the same shitty pornography makes its way around, and someone will get a Penthouse or a Hustler in,
Yeah.
and they'll find someone that works in the law library, and they'll Xerox.
All right.
And the more they Xerox it, the shittier it is. So you find the same series
Okay,
of
that's
porn.
where I get
That's
sketch
what it
from.
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just like lousy fucking mimeograph.
Yes.
If we're gonna date ourselves, mimeograph paper. You remember that?
No, I don't. But
The smell of it? Oh God. So yeah, but you were a smut peddler. That's when you got moved into. Is that the cube where you're like fucking 4 or 6
there's
people?
eight people in a cube.
Eight
Yeah,
people in a cube.
Yeah, fun times. Fun times. Well, they got tablets now for motivational speaking. It's all kinds of stuff. So you can send JPEGs and stuff, and someone industrious inmate had figured out how to. I don't know where the source material comes from, but in the spots of these little files, I'm really ratting on these guys.
Yeah.
None of this is true. None of this is true. Leave them alone. You should allow porn in there. I mean, come on.
I would think that would be a big part of life in prison.
There are sexual.
Sharing
They're just an auto suck. Just you stick your dick in a fucking hole and
shit.
I'm sorry, I was gonna beat up the fucking twin-eyed kid, but no, I stuck my dick in the thing and I'm okay now.
I think I'm gonna go take a nap.
There are. They have certain units with the sex offenders. They go there, and it's not all sex offenders. Because I had a buddy that did too much meth and stayed up for weeks and passed out right in front of the cops, and so they had to send him to the medical, and then it was late at night, so they had to just find the first open bunk, and it was in the they call it the Chomo unit, and he went over there, and they said they treated me like a king, because he wasn't a Chomo, and they said, "Do you need to use this phone? You know what I mean? Do you need to use the microwave? Let me take this out. You just go ahead."
Chomo is
And yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about.
like
Chomos.
the sex offender thing always bothered me because there's so many people that, okay, in Bisbee, there was a guy, they have the ghost tours and fucking everyone with any decency hates the fucking, any town that has a ghost tour is just dying on the vine. We have nothing else. How about a ghost tour? So some cranky fucking guy mooned the ghost tour, and then they tried to like say you're a sex offender because there were children on the ghost tour that you mooned from the bar across the street.
Yeah.
Which fortunately didn't stick, but not enough people stuck up for him because he was a dickhead too. That's a lot of the problem. They were also an asshole. Fortunately. So every time I hear like sex offender, I think of one of those stories where you're like, some poor fuck is going to be living under a bridge because he hates fucking tourists and kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Chomo thing, you go, how do you like? Because you find out what someone's in for.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you vet it?
So here's the thing, right? So you would think a prison system, they want to get rid of what we call pressing or squeezing, extorting people, for their crimes, right? Like sex offenders are on the bottom end of the toll, like any sex offense, not just kids. But then there's levels to that, right? So we call it running their paperwork. So if someone's your bunkie, I need to see your paperwork, or what are you in here for? But it doesn't make sense, because if someone looks like me and they have tattoos, they don't really ask you. But if you're like if you look like Kevin's neighbor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would run the paperwork. But what the prison system does to make it even harder for these guys is they put your door card with your stupid face and your number right on it. And that's all you need to look them up on the thing. So people who are looking to extort people, they write down lists looking at the door cards. This guy looks like Andy Andrist or whatever, just a white dude. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy who doesn't look like they'd be in prison. They write it down.
Who looks like more of a chomo, me or Andy, if we're in prison? Because you do. If you go to notesfromthepen.com, you do have who would survive the longest of. You have
He's trying.
Oh, comedians in prison?
Comedians in prison.
Oh, yeah.
I did a comedians in prison where I rate, I think it's like 120 comedians, how they would do if they went to prison. Not all of them great. You two you look like two different kinds of chomos. All right? Andy looks like a professorial like guy who is like flying under the radar. And I had a QB who had a case. He coached track in high school, and he caught a CSC for.
So he's like the Olympic coach.
I do like track
Nasser.
ladies.
Yeah, but listen to this guy. This guy's such a. He didn't fuck this girl. He was dropping her off after a track meet and ate her pussy, which I think should be a reduced sentence if you're gonna. You know what I mean? That's not like he didn't penetrate or anything. And he was there, and he didn't look like you, but he was like, you could tell he wasn't like a meth smoking dude who, you know what I mean? And Doug looks more like if he was one,
Uncle
like
fucker.
a more like a gritty, you know what I mean? They would squeeze Andy more though, because the glasses, and he looks more like he's probably got someone looking out for someone who loves him still, right?
He's
Yeah,
got
money.
money, yeah.
He's got money. Yeah,
And he's still got tenure because
Those
you
socks
can't
alone.
just.
those goddamn socks that have been to India. Can I take these with me?
These were purchased in Australia.
How's it? What kind of
Airport.
socks do you have? Not even the socks we bought him. We bought him all this Goodwill stuff. He didn't like any of it.
I wore the captain's hat.
He's
Oh,
wearing.
the captain's
No,
hat.
show him the shorts. You're wearing the shorts.
Oh!
Who doesn't love what?
We didn't know if they had a hot tub here that you guys might pair
There's
off
a
in.
pool
and-
up
Yeah,
there.
put her pussy right up against the thing and
make it look
filter
like
and blow it
spaghetti.
out. Yeah, get it out of it.
Marinara sauce.
Just clean for a minute.
Are those supposed to be swim trunks?
I don't. Yeah, I
They
think
would have been if there was
Remember
some
you
water.
asked?
Yeah, they're nice. I like
Yeah.
wearing them.
Oh,
I
Bingo
don't
is
know that they
throwing.
wash
We're
stuff
going
at
through
Goodwill, but
fucking
hopefully.
Goodwill shopping for you, like it's like that scene from Pretty Woman without you there, and she's like, "Get him this." Bingo's
JD
throwing
was
everything.
no better than me.
JD did get you hooked.
I got some nice stuff though. The T-shirts. I like the T-shirts a lot, as you can tell. No, I do. I wore one to bed last night.
We've only had.
We had to throw it away. I had to throw it away. I had to tear the sleeves off of it. Jesus, we just got this.
You had to
Oh,
tear
this
the
one.
sleeves off of it. What were you fisting her? Were you inseminating her like a cow? Oh, now you got blood on my
I was
short
retrieving.
sleeve.
Yeah, you're not getting pregnant on my one. This one fines $400 in the code.
Bingo, on that trip, she left her fucking half her shit in a closet in Midland, Michigan. Her faux fur coat, her fucking Converse, high toppy wrestling fucking boots. So she needs a coat. It's fucking freezing now, and she buys this new orange coat. I go, that's perfect. This like pea coat, and
I tried it on in the Goodwill, stuck my hand in the pocket, and I'm like, oh, there's cash in
That's great,
here.
Will.
There's some money in the pocket. And I knew it was a lot, but I didn't know what.
Did you leave it in there?
I
Yeah.
just said I'm buying this
she could
coat.
feel the.
I didn't know.
Move.
Well, she
She said, I
started
guess
to
about
tell me
350.
I
as
didn't
they're
know
checking
how
out.
much, but I knew it was a lot.
It's more than
So
that.
And I
was
told
just
her,
like,
shut up. Wait till we're on camera to pull it out and count it. Don't pull it out here while we're paying.
I'm not going to show you.
This her new jacket from Goodwill has a reveal.
Do I get to keep it? Yes. Let's see how much it is. I get to keep it?
We should have given her an over-under.
Holy shit.
I get to keep it. I get to keep
Oh,
it.
Jesus Christ.
You said I get to keep it. You said I get to keep it. You said I get to keep it. I swear to
That's gonna make
I
that's gonna
told
make
you.
the conversation about what we're paying her for merch a lot easier.
I guess I don't get paid shit. I don't need to get paid shit now.
Yeah, go count it up.
Okay, how much do I get? Oh my God, I don't get.
Wow, there's hundreds.
I don't get paid
800.
shit on this tour because I just made. Let me count it. Holy motherfuck! I made on this coat. I made 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 395, 6, 7, $397.
Well, what did you pay for it?
I don't know how much the
Where's
coat
the
was.
tag?
There wasn't a tag.
Yeah,
in
there's
it.
a tag on them.
Where was it? Where was the
Well,
tag?
when you're standing, I could see it, but
Where
Oh,
is
it's on
the
your.
tag?
oh, here it is. Yeah. You're court-martialed. $14.99. And you're
Yeah. I'm keeping the tag. That was a pretty good score, baby.
Good work.
Woo-wee!
wow.
Ah!
And yeah, $397.
Yeah.
And the orange jacket.
Wasn't that my coat? Weren't you guys gonna?
Well, you did you
But
check
no,
the
I
pockets
said
of what they
I
got?
said something about.
Yeah, right. No, I didn't. Let me
I
look
said
at it.
something about chucking something towards Bobby, and she goes, "Why? After I do all this hard work, are you trying to take my money right back
You
away
didn't
from me?"
say anything about Bobby. You didn't.
It was something, whatever it was, chucking something towards something, and you go, "What?" The joke was that you were saying, "I do all this hard work to make this money, and
No,
you're
I
trying to
just said
take it
I'm
away from
keeping
me."
this, and you said I could have it.
All right, if you could replay the tape of what you were saying. The point is, you were saying, "I do all this hard work," was the joke that you made. It's a joke that you made, Bingo, that was funny. Why are you fighting with me?
I'm not fighting with you.
See, this is how it goes, Bobby. Go back into the fucking pen.
I'm out of here.
You're doing a lot of costume changes. Are you?
Well, I realized, like you guys
Are
are,
you selling
like you guys are
merch?
buff, like you guys are. We got the sweatshirts on, and I'm sitting here in a wife beater. I'm a little warm, but it looks like, oh, this guy's trying to look like the prison guy.
Oh no, we're so cut that we
That you
try to
don't wanna
dress
make
it
it
down.
look like shit?
You look like you look at a Joe Rogan that fucking wears. Okay, you're a massively built man and you wear a child small T-shirt, and we don't want to be like that. We're as ripped as any of those
I'm
testosterone
pretty
heroes.
ripped. I got ripped during the Whipple.
Whipple surgery is that cancer surgery he mentions here and again.
Who was the guy who was at the was it the CIA, the guy you stayed with
Yeah.
that had the surgical photos he was sending, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's a bad one that I had."
Yeah, he showed us a couple pictures last night. Long story, we'll catch you up after
He was a
this.
gigantic dude.
Let's cut towards the end. Bobby, what are your plans for the future? Are you going to be the best Bobby you can be?
It's a low bar. I'll shoot for it. I think. I don't know. Nothing I say is going to be interesting.
I know.
Nothing I say is going to be interesting. This is what I want to do. When we first, like the first little, last night I had a closer, it was a half closer, and I bailed on it because I had a good laugh, and I'm like, I'm gonna get out now. You know what I mean? Let me get out, we'll get to watch these guys. And it was about our first trio creative collab. I don't know if you remember it. It was I read This Is Not Fame, and in it there's a story about you. Is this like off limits? You getting molested? It's in a book. Is this off? Is this
It
inside?
should be in a movie, but
Right.
Paul's still working on it.
So for those of you that don't know, I'm reading it in there, and Andy got
maybe Hatchet Books will say that's a copyright infringement.
Send
you
them back.
cannot talk about what's in the book.
Right.
Kind of like they used to say on
promo.
Monday Night Football. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or commentary about this without the express written
I could
consent.
never figure out the angle on that of how you could make money by stealing their broadcast, but just a bar or some shit.
Yeah. bar.
Anyway, so there's.
You set it up. What happened with Andy out there?
Go.
So there's a bit in the book is more wildly inappropriate than me opening for you guys. Was Andy was molested by a neighborhood dude.
No, he was a handicapped.
Handicapped veteran.
Yours was handicapped too.
Yeah,
what is happening?
I know.
The scourge of child molestation is by America's handicapped people.
Yeah,
when
why
you
didn't you
started
walk
your bit
away?
with it.
Oh my
one of
God.
Andy's best known bits is how he was molested by a handicapped guy.
Who promised him a car? You thought that hand?
Yeah, but it's
I couldn't drive.
So when you went out,
He did. He had a hand control.
It was a scooter.
Not over my
so
head.
hand braces.
controls.
He said he had hand braces. He goes,
he's physically handicapped.
yeah.
Same thing.
No, but the point is the fact that you didn't know that and went out and did the exact
I
same
didn't know
premise
that.
of one of Andy's
I don't really read books. I skim them. You know what I mean?
No, his act. Like it's,
No, but listen. One of the closures of that bit, which I also was by a mentally handicapped.
No, I
fella.
mean, I don't own it. I mean, I do.
Well,
but
listen. So I was like, I didn't.
he owns that he was asking.
I don't own
for
it
but
exclusively.
He has
but
no
try
right.
I can
to
tell my
own
story.
up
I can
to
tell
it.
my truth.
Yeah.
I can tell my truth.
No, it's my truth.
So I
had it before you.
I didn't right before I got locked up. I was listening to a podcast where Bobby Lee was on there, and he told an eerily similar story where there was a mentally. I think even Down syndrome.
They're into Asian guys.
Right.
The Downs.
So he
one of their own.
So he tells this story, right? And he says, this was the difference. Mine was to go play a Nintendo. That's why I kept going over there to play Nintendo. It was new. It was the 80s. He kept going over there. This guy had a tree house, and he would give Bobby Lee candy, right? And I heard the story, and I go, I'm not going to be able to tell my story. It's exactly the same, and it looks like I just changed just enough. And it made me think, I don't know the Korean side of my family, and it made me think, is this what Korean kids do? Do we scope out well-to-do, mentally feeble people and honey trap them for Nintendo and candy? I didn't know yours was.
So then, Paul Provenza is making a documentary or whatever the fuck about my thing. And at the same time he's making that, we're hearing, Bobcat Goldthwait's doing a story on Barry Crimmins. It sounds very similar, and it's like, well, let's just kill it then. And Barry Crimmins' movie came out 10 years ago, and Barry rode a little wave of success and then died. Since then, Paul's still working on it. So I figure
Did we just crack the code of how you create a comedian? Are there mentally handicapped guys just molesting people in
Barry
comedy?
Crimmins was more. Barry Crimmins
there's
got
more
molested
channels.
by the church, and so
that old story.
Yeah, Catholic.
But that wasn't his fault. Ours, we have a little culpability because the guy was slow. You know what I mean? You could have got away from him.
Oh no, yeah, he had hand braces.
Right, you could have got away from him. So
Yeah, I
you
was complicit.
That had to weigh on you a little bit.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have beaten him with a stick.
So the thing was, I read that and I thought immediately, when you have an absurd sense of humor and anything goes, you immediately bond with the person if you never met him. So this is when I was on Twitter still a little more, and I don't know, I tweeted something like, you were lucky I wasn't there, because the whole point was he was promised a car. You hired a film crew to go confront this guy.
No, he hired the film crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had such a cockamamie plan that I actually canceled a big event in my life to go.
Rehab.
Like, he's gonna fuck this up so bad. He was gonna swim across a
lake.
fucking lake in Florida on a golf course full of alligators with a
Well, we don't
camera
know
guy
about that.
swimming one-handed
No,
like
I had
this.
Well, yeah, I mean.
He denied it. He said no. Oh yeah,
That was his
I
B
had
plan.
signs made
That was
I
his
gonna
B
dress
plan.
up in a scout outfit.
Yeah.
One of them, he asked me to bring that outfit one time, and then have a
This
sign
is like
outside.
premeditated.
It was a gated
Like,
community.
your neighbor busted me, asked me how, so I was going to just stand out of his gate.
Like with a sandwich board. He was going to stand in front of the gated
was one of
community.
them. That
But
was
if he
plan
couldn't
B.
get into the gated community, he
Keeping
was
that
going to
open.
swim across
Yeah.
the fucking lake to get in where it's not gated, the golf course pond.
You guys made something up about the daughter.
I did. I'm the fucking idea man.
You're the
here.
idea man. He wants credit. Give him.
My idea was he used to videotape a football team, and one of those players played for anyway.
Oh no! Finish it. Finish it.
So John Pay replaced John Elway.
This is going to go fucking nowhere.
He had footage of John Pay, and the guy who replaced Andrew Luck went through the same thing, replacing the legend. So this idea was to say that anyway.
Yeah.
This guy was like, doesn't get the reference. He's mad. You don't know the John Pay thing. Remember the guys. The guy, you guys show up there somehow, right? You guys got to build
Pop
on.
Warner Football.
The cops are with the guy, right? There's a cop with
He brought a cop,
his wife.
and his wife showed up afterwards a little bit.
No, she should. They all
together.
all
All right.
hobbled in together.
All right,
I mean,
so
he was
yeah, the
hobbled.
cop is there because I told him I was a private investigator that had information about his daughter that I don't want to share over the phone. I'm right at the hotel outside of your gated community, right here at the Holiday Inn, whatever the fuck it was.
Sam Snead's bar.
Yeah, wow, he remembers the weirdest shit.
I don't remember the hotel, but
Well then,
the hotel bar.
And so he was suspicious, so he had a cop come with him, and we had his camera guy had the camera set up out on the patio.
and you guys confront, like to catch a predator, like an
Kind of
early
that,
version of
exactly.
And at first, like the cop
And
was
the
on
cop,
his
the
side.
cop
and-
said to me, "Well, you know what? We're not going to give away the whole fucking thing. Wait, is it already out there? Is
No,
it out there?
no, not yet. It's
Oh
Did
yeah,
we put out the clip? We went to court
we
over
put the
it.
clip out.
We don't need to give it away.
Yeah.
To
Well, we
kind
don't
of
have to give it away. I think we're
revealing too much.
No, treading old turf that's already.
Well, this
But
isn't even necessarily like
yeah, yeah.
I can get to the
Yeah,
point
yeah.
without getting into. But I read it and was like, just tweeted something.
You
to-
were getting to the fact that you get into a beef about who is more molestable.
Yes.
Now,
That's right.
well, now that we're
I'm a competitive guy, so I read this and I tell Andy, listen, you're lucky I wasn't there because it was the 80s, Asian kids, the short round and all that shit. I said, I would have got the car and you would have just been some nobody. You know what I mean? Without the. Anyways, I went around, I grabbed a picture of you from the book as a child and went and all the shows with the sexual, but whatever, I don't know. I'm not
Chomos.
politically correct to the chomos.
Yeah.
They're
oh,
sitting
you
there-
actually
cut the picture out of Doug and just would like go by and sit because it was like the guys who
you
don't have
actually
TV.
asked fucking child molesters
Yeah, so
who they'd pick?
No,
I didn't know you did.
No. I took your picture
Yeah.
as a kid and just would saddle up next to these guys and we'd be watching, I don't know, Locked Up or whatever the hell it was, Toddlers and
Andy
Tiaras,
Griffith
or you know what
show.
I mean? And I would go, would you? And it's just him with his like little kid, and they all just got mad. They didn't, they weren't interested. I hate to crush you.
like that guy in
Right,
in
so
front of the crowd.
then we went to Twitter, and you, like a real champ, took the challenge and sent, and I said, let's do Mama C. Well, let's do a world's most fuckable kid survey, because you could do surveys on Twitter. It was like a newer thing. So it took some convincing. She's like, why? I'm your mother. And I said, exactly, put it on there, right? So Andy submits his photo, like it's a glamour shot. He picks, do you remember which one you picked?
In the scout outfit.
Scout outfit with one of those flat paper hats from the 20s.
Oh,
Why the
okay,
fuck
that
did
one.
you-
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I got dolled up a lot.
Yeah, so he sends that
he
in.
still jerks off to that picture.
He sends that in. This is when he was his heyday. He looks at it like an old war hero looks at his football days. Look at him, huh? So I send mine in, and you led off with the Boy Scout, so I sent a Boy Scout one in, and we had a survey, and I don't, maybe I'm just saying this, I won. I won the most.
Well, you had to have something to hold on to.
Yeah, I was in prison. I don't know if you like rigged it or whatever, but I won the most fuckable competition.
Well,
and you know what? In the comments, I'd like you to say he's won again. He's retained his title.
They made some arrests from the people who were voting, I think. They went and investigated those guys, and they ended up on a list somewhere.
Yeah, that list doesn't exist.
Yeah, okay.
There are no pedophiles on the high
and
level.
we did two
activity.
private gigs on Epstein Island, and they paid okay, but we didn't even see any
P.
kids.
Diddy didn't pay us.
No, but
Not at all.
but oh my God, the baby oil that's in that fucking gift bag we have for you.
My point is, this wasn't our first creative collab. We
No.
once hit Twitter with the world's most kid, which I'm proud of, very proud of that. You know what I mean? Really adding something to the culture. You know what I mean?
Wait till you find out what they've done to Twitter.
This is what I was doing in prison, by the way. This is what, you know. You
So
guys-
yeah, we're just here to poach your Patreon people because you say you're not bringing your podcast back for at least a month while you assimilate.
Well, I assimilate.
So yeah, we're just trying to poach all your Patreon people. Saying,
It's all right. Most of the Patreon people I got are from being on your show. Being on your show while this guy gets drunk off prison hooch. Another milestone.
That was a fun episode. So how long are you stuck in fucking Michigan? Because it was beautiful literally till the moment you get out. It was the fucking 80s, sunny, and the day we picked you up, it was fucking freezing cold and raining and shit, and it's been fucking freezing since.
I don't know. If I stay put, it's 2 years, I think. But I can transfer for work or to another parole to another state, maybe Arizona. I don't know, somewhere. So, but 2 years is like the
minimum.
Maximum.
Oh, all right.
Maximum. If I stay here.
All right.
And do
So how much does weather affect your day to day? Like if it's shitty weather, you're confined to indoor, obviously.
In prison?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I have
you
a
can go
fucking
out.
note in my notebook when we're talking about, because we were saying, like, people say, oh, talking about the weather, like that's not, no, it fucking controls your entire day.
Yeah, it's a big thing in prison.
It never turned into a bit. But
They use it a lot to shut the yard down because the cops don't have to stand on their work. So they see lightning, everybody go inside.
Yeah, like the Dolphins games.
They have to do these things where if it's too cold or too hot, they shut it down, right? And at first you get mad. They're just trying to control us. But no, it's because we're stupid. And when it's freezing out, there's a guy out there in just socks and shorts getting frostbite. You know what I mean?
So you probably enjoy it more or appreciate it more when you can stare at it, the sky or whatever.
When it's clear.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
night, or
absolutely.
all
it's
kinds of
beautiful.
weather when you can experience it. But,
Yeah.
Like Stanhope won't go down to the shop down there if it's cold, whatever. And I'm walking the golf course and it's cold or whatever, but I just enjoy being out
Well,
there.
that picture of you guys, we got you guys standing out there on the Vista. I don't know if that was beautiful out there
That's
by
like
the
the cover
restaurant.
of the Modern Gay magazine. 60 and Gay.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet anyone in your entire 12 years that you thought of as an actual peer intellectually?
Yeah. My buddy Justin Monson, who published a book.
Oh, I know Justin.
Yeah, you do. He won the Chicago Book Award, I think. He's doing real great. I left him behind.
He's headlining this podcast.
They're waiting for him to get out, to ditch me. But yeah, I felt bad leaving him. I got a text message from his wife that said they're playing The Sopranos on the movie channel in there, and we lock mirror image. He locks right there on the other side of the cube, bottom bunk, and so we'll talk back and forth about shit, film, whatever. And he's bummed out because they put the new disc in of The Sopranos, which he's still waiting to see what happens. You know what I mean? And I love him, miss him.
Because I already asked you, are there people you're going to keep in touch with? And you said, absolutely. But are there people that said they were going to keep in touch with you that you thought they would and they trailed off?
Yeah, absolutely. and their names are. No, I don't. Yeah, there are
Let's
people.
dox them.
Yeah, there are people, but I don't know.
Can you travel? Like, could you come to Bisbee to hang out?
For work.
You
That's
can't
it.
take vacations.
No.
It doesn't make any fucking sense why people would want to keep felons, ex-felons in their state.
Right.
You can't.
There should be a
leave
free
here.
travel thing.
Yeah,
they should pay for travel.
Yeah.
Here's a free plane ticket one way.
Right.
Wherever you want.
They would do that
One
with
state
homeless
over.
people. They'd bus them to another fucking state. Why would you want to keep your felons? It's fucking
For me,
ridiculous.
though, right? You guys want to keep me. Right?
We can't lose Bobby.
You guys want to keep me?
No, I'm saying
He has a show.
I got no loyalty to this state.
He's got a podcast. Okay, so like, isn't the new thing? So they give you a prison ID when you get out, right?
Your profile. He took a profile picture of you on stage, and you look incredibly Mexican.
I gotta shave. If I shave the facial hair, I go back to. So here's the regular state ID, right? Here's the post-release prison ID, and isn't the real ID thing? You know, the real ID, like verification, is so you don't get deported, right?
I don't know.
That's what
I'm
it is.
white.
It's like, right?
I'm white. I don't
No,
have to know
I don't
this.
know what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. You have no. So this one says, this is a state identification card. Read that. Not for federal real ID verification purposes.
Yeah, you have to get a real ID. You go down to the fucking.
But look at this guy. Like you said, this guy, you think I'm not going to get deported if they pull me over? I swear I was born here. I don't speak Spanish. I'm not Spanish.
Yeah, maybe shave the fucking little
I got to shave
sneaky
the
man
facial hair
mustache.
out. Yeah. But hey, in prison, you know, if you don't have facial hair, it means one of two things. That you are a predator and you're looking for a boy, or you're a boy open to a predator. And it was tough for me when I first came in because this is 12 years of hard willpower of facial hair.
That looks like
and it's all I got.
That looks like 12-year-old pussy hair.
Right.
Like if I turned your head sideways and
it sticks. That's
took
the
out your
Asian stuff. It
teeth.
sticks. I grow horizontal facial hair. It just sticks straight out, straight out. But yeah, when I
Scooby-Doo
first came
shit.
in, I was like, wait, you have to have facial. What if you can't grow it? Magic marker right on there. They leave you alone. They leave you alone.
We're thinking about getting ink. Do you have any recommendations?
I got most of my tattoos beforehand, and like a real douche, I used to say, "I've never been to prison. That's not what this is."
I knew
and then
that
I was in prison.
I knew this because when you talk about you got 86th from a bar in Lauderdale or something.
And the Keys.
And you went back years later, and they go, "You're fucking 86th." So when he asked me, "Did he get all those tattoos in prison?" I go, "It must be beforehand because they don't recognize you for your beautiful eyes 5 years
I
later."
forgot you had a Florida connection, so of course you were heavily tatted.
It was it was the 5th bar. We went down to the Keys after I'd been away for 5 years, and I was with Monica, and she said we kept getting kicked out of bars. And on the 4th, and she said, "What the fuck is?" Like, it's been 5 years. She thought the stories I would tell about being Xanaxed out and poisoning people, like, it was an absurd place. And so we finally get kicked out of the last bar, and she's had enough, and she tells the bouncer, "What the fuck did he do 5 years ago?" He says, "He pulled a switchblade on me." Now, that's bullshit. I never had a switchblade. I had a butterfly knife. But I didn't pull it on the prick. I found a phone in the bathroom and was Xanaxed out and went, "This must be mine now." And then put it in there, and then I got pummeled, I think, by the bouncers on the way out because they see, someone was like, "I lost my phone," and I was like, "Hey, anybody?" And they booted me from that. They remembered. I also got barred out. Duval Street's really small in Key West.
Oh yeah.
And have you ever been barred out?
And I was climbing.
Not at a bar.
Oh no, but Xanax
barred out. You have for sure.
We Xanax to sleep.
Yeah. I go to sleep, but I wake up somewhere else, and in the Sears garden section of sleep, which is a real thing. I knew when to get up when I hear the employees pulling up and start unlocking the chain. I get out of the plastic lawn chair. It's time to go. Time to get out of here.
Have you ever done a prescription drug that was actually prescribed to you?
Oh, they were all prescribed. I'm from Florida, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
prescribed,
the whole Rush Limbaugh days.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Let's bring those.
There were
days
some
back.
Limbaugh fans there last night.
Yeah. I walk a.
I just mentioned Charlie Kirk and the fact that that's why I don't work outdoors. And
Holy shit! This guy's
that guy
doing
was-
Charlie Kirk bits.
No, it was just I'm acknowledging his passing.
No, but it was tasteful. It was tasteful. No, it really well. Like he threaded the, and I was like,
Like that guy threaded the needle getting that bullet through.
all right, relax, relax.
Whoever,
I don't know this guy.
Whoever did it.
I can't
Whatever
wait
entity.
to.
That's old
I love
school
that guy.
marksmanship.
I can't wait to. I want to. I want to get you on as often as we can to just watch you assimilate, because we were talking about all the things. We're gonna do a whole running bit about. Oh, after 12 years, you're not gonna believe what's changed, and then just do all this shit like
Well, you're not-
iPhone puts out a new iPhone
You're
every
not
year.
cut off
Oh
from
wait, that's not.
info.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no.
that would be prison would be. Well, I don't
There's
know.
discord in the
finish that
Middle
sentence.
East.
Well, I'm just.
Prison would be
wouldn't it
better? Was that what you-
If you just were cut off from everything, that's probably fascism.
For a bit, right?
Yeah,
So you could do a bit
No.
later?
Well,
Hey,
just-
cut him off from everything so
Because
this
it's not
joke
like you're
works
waking
later.
up from a coma. You're aware of everything going on.
It's
But
even
it
worse.
almost would be
But I'm
better to
saying the
not
point
know.
is so much is exactly the fucking
Yeah.
same. We were trying to come up with the, oh yeah, there's a upset in the
a new
Middle
band
East
was
now.
breaking the
Oh,
wave.
I guess there
Nirvana
always
was
has
just
it. Like,
putting
oh,
out new records, and the Beatles just came to America.
Well, it seems like you're hoping for 12 years to just you remember the society you left, and you're like, just let me back out. I can't wait. And then slowly over the last 4 or 5 years, it's become more, authoritarian. And
Like, hang on. Wait, so now when I reply to a text, they know I read it?
right.
Like, that would be a thing.
But it's the same thing you fumble with. It's just knowing new technology.
Just
or-
little fucking
Bobby
things.
will have it figured out in probably a month.
I'm Asian. I'm part Asian.
Yeah. He's probably already he's hooking to the main computers right now.
I texted my mom some really inappropriate shit. But let's remind everyone
Yeah.
earlier today. So
You need to have somebody who's been on the grid for the last 12 years. Yeah, but Asian.
I'm not into
I
it.
have Asian in me.
No, like a. Oh, you did earlier 3 times.
We're about 12 seconds at a
Until
time.
you yank
3
out
at a
that rag. Sorry, that was gross. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up.
That was a fresh one to end on. Slinging the pineapple into
It's
the
a
wall.
callback.
Yep.
I just
That's what we call a callback in the business.
we have a signature outro for this podcast.
Well, if she's there. Bingo.
Hey, take us out of this podcast.
All right, closing it out now. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye
She
bye.
blew it.
No, no, you're supposed to say it. Okay, bye-bye now.
Oh, got it. All right, here we go. Okay, bye-bye now.
Hey, AI
Thanks,
is gonna
Bingo.
save the fucking world.
I feel when you're on.
Are we wrapped? Are we good?
Yeah, well, we haven't clapped.
Let's clap. Let me do it with you.
All right, I have no idea where this would end except for right here. Bobby, there's no better fucking day of our entire tour than being able to be there with you this morning and tonight. Andy Andrus, Bobby C. Thank you, Gaylord. Let's quit while we're ahead. And if you want to learn the Word of God, go buy a Stole Bible or a T-shirt. Thank you guys very much. Take care of the wait step.